Alright, we're gonna get ready here in a little bit. We will be starting in a bit. Alright. Appreciate y'all for the wait. But here we are now. We got ourselves another Simulation Sunday community live stream. Let's go ahead and check out who we have here today. I was checking out a few of them as I was changing some of the settings and whatnot. But let's go ahead and get into it. As you can see, I also have been busy making a Mr. Freeze style. This should make it into one of the films coming up, one of the videos coming up pretty soon. So keep an eye out for that. I think I'll be adding a few more like winter-ish sort of styles to it. So like I said, keep an eye out for that. Let's go ahead and get started with this here. Let's look at, we have Omnipotent Hera. We ended with the Greeks. We might as well begin this video with the Greeks. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Let's see, Omnipotent Hera. It's not bad, very nice. I like the different colors to it. It's not bad. The art is nice. Let's see. Then we have Sparta, Nero. I like the I like the red and the blue with it. I mean the dark metal material is not bad for the hands, belt, and back. That blade's really nice though. That pumpkin knight blade. That's kind of nice. Yeah. What legs are those? It looks like he's using. I think those are the painter's legs. Yeah. Very nice. Had to really squint for that because I think because he's got the really dark shaded comic material on there. Okay, it looks like we're getting there. I didn't even realize the katana doll had her holding a katana. That's actually pretty funny. I've never put that doll on, ever. So, that's actually kind of funny to see that. Let's see here. We'll do the last bat. So it looks like they kind of got like a techie bat going on. I probably would have used the warp skin so that you can get this really dark. So you know, the warp soul, so you don't see that and it's just blacked out. I'd probably do that so that you know, so this doesn't break the immersion of the style. But it's not bad. I kind of like it. All right. Got this style here. I'm not crazy about it. I remember when everybody wanted these Nutcracker head styles, like 3 years, 4 years back. Yeah, it's been a little bit. Maybe it's been a little longer than that. But yeah, everybody would try to collect all of them. And they were drops at the time. You could only get them as drops. Then we have Helios Hyperios. Let's see if I can find them on here. So it looks like they got a Predator style. I like how the hair comes down. I like the hair choice that they used. That's pretty good. I actually like this. I think I'm gonna clip this. Very nice. Look at that. The skin works really well with it. I think the skin also works well with the feet style. I think that also works really well. All right. And then we've got, let's see here. Well, it looks like he's doing his style, so we'll switch to someone else over here. We got Lauren. Let's take a look at Lauren over here. I mean, I like that they use the black shadow chroma. I'm not sure if it looks good without it being on the jacket, or maybe they should use another chroma with it or something. I feel like it's really dark, but you can't see most of the details. I feel like it needs a little more pizzazz there somewhere. But I think they're onto something there. I did like the face and head combo. I think you could just do a little more with that, with maybe a change of some other, you know, chromas or something. I don't know. I kind of like how you have like the, you know, the little neck thing, you know, the neck of flowers that lay around their head, and then you have like it looks like a metal in between there. I kind of like that. I kind of wish they were like, you know, like at least some metal, you know, for the reborn shoulders. I wish it had like another chroma or material or something. Give it a little bit of depth. And then we have Rachel Roth over here. It looks like she's doing the that one version of Raven where she's like fighting Slade, and then he awakens all the runes on her. That's from the Teen Titans, the first TV show. It's not bad actually. That's actually pretty nice. And then we have Swindler here. I actually like this. I like the cybernetic look of it, and I like the beard and hair combo. I think that's pretty nice. Yeah, I like that. Who do we have here? Let's see. We'll look at Ninja Assassin over here. So, I actually like this. I like that they used the Dula D for the shoulder. I kind of like that, and I feel like they have a good balance between, you know, the dark and the light materials. I think they did the Phoenix very well. Yeah, I like how they put it on the horns, and they just did it on like the little accents of the style, not the whole thing. So, I like that. Let's see. We have, is that Omega Volt? Yeah, Omega Volt. Let's take a look. There he is. I feel like we could add a material or two to this, but you know, maybe not the chest and legs, but I think everything else could use like a material. But I mean, it's not bad. I mean, the concept of the character is pretty good, you know? Like, he's, you know, I imagine he's probably an electric character. He's got all these pieces with like a slim line. It's not bad. I feel like I think the like a material on those pieces would enhance it even further. You know, and maybe add something, you know, maybe it would work also with like the head style, so. But it's not bad. It's pretty nice. I know there's a lot of like materials that would work really well with something like that. Alright, and we have Mutant T. This looks like it's probably going to be Rogue. Yes, it is Rogue from the X-Men. And I actually like what they did with it. I think they did a good job on the character with this. They did the little tuft of hair, because people usually go crazy with the hair part, and they either go with a lot of the gray or white on it, or they do almost like none at all. Or this is one of those characters where they actually do just stick to the, you know, the little bit of hair on the front. So that's quite respectable. I like that. And then we have Spidey over here. Very nice. I don't know what character this is, but I'm guessing it's yet another Spider-Man variant. But there you have it. All right. Let's see. We've got Wonder Woman over here. So it's a Supergirl style. It's not bad. I like how they always use like these legs for like the traditional Supergirl. It's kind of like the tights with the skirt and whatnot. You can tell they also use like the burnished bronze on the foot style, and possibly on the chest style. I believe on the chest style and the back style. Yeah, and everybody wants that emblem, but unfortunately you cannot get it anymore. Who knows? You may see a deal like that come through. Maybe with the fact that, I don't know, maybe Netflix will allow something like that, since they will have, you know, it looks like they're going to end up buying, Warner Brothers. So, should be very interesting. And it looks like we have an Eclipso character going on here. I like how people think, and I think they did a good job on this. I really like it. Yeah, they did a fine job on this. Very nice. Yeah. But yeah, it looks like Netflix is gonna win it unless unless Paramount makes enough of a fuss. Then Paramount may swoop in with a hostile bid to see if they can outbid Netflix. Because right now it looks like Paramount is complaining that they're basically complaining that their full cash offer was, I guess, like looked over, because they think that somebody in the company for Warner Brothers doesn't want to sell to them, and they have some sort of a position against them or something like that, to where they were looking for literally anyone else in the neighborhood that had a deal similar to theirs. And Paramount's kind of case at this point is trying to say, trying to prove without a reason of a doubt or something of that nature. Don't quote me on it. But they're trying to prove that, hey, we had an even better deal. Our deal was easily the best on the table. It should have been accepted, but for some reason there were biases that didn't, of people that didn't want that. They overlooked such a good deal. So, it's at the end of the day, it's them upset that their deal was passed over. They thought they had the best deal in the business, and then instead the company chooses your competitor that had a slightly worse deal in their opinion. So it looks like everybody's fighting for Warner Brothers and DC Comics as a whole to see who will own the new DC universe. And I think to a certain extent that will affect this game. I don't know how much, but we will just have to see. But I thought it was a really interesting point when I was reading all about it. And yeah, it's should be very interesting to see what happens in the future when it comes to that. And then we have another Flash character right over here. I don't really like these chest styles because see how they're like very stiff and they go straight right through that cowl? It's like the neck is like too wide and it doesn't contour to the body. Like, see, okay, like let me show you a better example. Let me go to my character and let's look at like reverse slimline, right? Let's look at that. See how you have like, okay, you can't see with the back and shoulders. See how it curves right into the like the muscles of the character, and it's very sleek with the character's build. See how that is? How it goes all the way in and goes right upside the character's neck. But it basically, if you colored this like a flesh tone, it would look like the character was like naked sort of thing. Because it's like right up to the, it's like very slimline right to the character. But then you can use one of these chest styles and you lose that because it doesn't go straight up to the neck of the character. See, it kind of sticks out, and a lot of this doesn't contour to the body of the character, but actually kind of just kind of goes straight and then up, where you don't get that with the reverse slimline. It kind of goes in a little bit, contours up a little bit, and goes straight up to the neck. So it clips in more. So you're gonna have problems with that when it comes to like speedster style. So it's like, even though you have this guy using the 31st century chest, that's not going to be as good as what like Professor Allen is wearing here. Like, he gets it. He's wearing the reverse slimline because he wants it to contour into the character's body. He's not going to have like major clipping with the head like the Fastest Alive is going to have problems with. That's why you don't want to use, cowls or head styles with that nature, that are going to have a problem with that, with the clipping of the large cowl into like a chest style like that. This looks like a Sue Storm character trying to do like her whole look in like the comics and also in Marvel Rivals. Okay, all right. Let's see. We've got. Let's look at Son Goku over here. So it's not bad. I would probably use a different foot style or something. Chest style we definitely have better now with the Reborn. I don't know about the legs. You could probably, I don't know, you could probably use the Reborn legs. Not sure about that. But that's probably the route I would go, or at least I'd kind of investigate in that area. And then we have Susano over here. So it looks like they're like a dark elf. It's like blacked out on the eyes and face over here. I kind of like this. It's not bad. I just don't get like the white lines in there. Maybe it's like a very specific character that has that design and I just don't know who they are. We have Noble Majesty over here. So it looks like a plant-based character. Very nice. I like the kind of like the bluish green, kind of making it look like it's like moss on the skin of the character. It's kind of nice. Of course, with like the pimp hat and all that, you know, some earrings on the character. All right. And then we have Flacca over here. If I could see them. I think they're much... Yep, there they are. They're right up here. So that's not a bad style either. Not too shabby. Alright. Let's see who this is. I don't know. There is a lot going on here. There's quite a bit going on here for this character. I like the aura. The aura's nice. I'm trying to dissect it with my brain here, see what's going on. I guess I like the chest into the shoulders. I think that's not terrible. I like how the chest meshes with the leg style. I'm not sure about the hands and feet style. But I like how they tried to make it look like a blade with the celestial, like, I think that's a martial art weapon-ish, I think. Not crazy about the bandana with the crown. But, it's not terrible. It's not terrible at all. Then we have Zelena. Zarkon. I mean, I like the elf ears with the horns. It's not bad. I'm not crazy about the hairstyle, though. But, I mean, I kind of like the you know, like the gothic look. It's not terrible. It's pretty nice. Leather jacket and all that. Maybe add a few chains or something in there. Kind of get that, kind of go that full gothic. Alright, let's see here. Let me look back, make sure I'm not missing anybody. Then we have Emperor Nolan, and then we'll look at Emperor Malva. We'll just look at Emperor Malva since it looks like the other guys went away. There we go. So I like that they use a mutant skin for this. I actually think it goes really well with the chroma. I like the shininess of the Dark Sludge chroma. It gives it that really like robotic look. I just realized the chest style is the stuff from like the new DLC, so it's not even part of the Brainiac chest style, and it still looks like it's part of the same suit. So I actually like that, and I like what they use. They use like I've used this combo before, where it's the Kryptonian respirator with the Apocalyptian Overlord head style. So all in all, I actually like this. This works really well. So well that I didn't even realize the chest style wasn't the Brainiac chest style, but I do like the little emblem in there, making it look like an arc reactor or something of that sort. So very good. I like it. Let's see. And then we have Fool over here, which looks like a Bizarro. Let's take a look. So, and they are using the mutant skin as well. I went ahead and even though I have the mutant skin on this character, I did buy it for the account because it's one of my favorite skins in the game, and I'm glad that they finally have an alternate way for us to get it, because so the last time they offered this, which was the first time they ever offered it, was when I think it was like a booster bundle 20 pack. Like you got 20 booster bundle. If you bought like 20 within that pack, you would get like kind of like the extra, which was the mutant skin. And And so it's like, even though you got that pack or whatever, you only got one per pack. So there was none of this, there was none of this there was none of this like where you could unlock it across your characters. You couldn't unlock it across your characters. So um, you couldn't style unlock it. So you only got it once, and that was it. So I was kind of, you know, I mean, I wasn't crazy about it because it was like, yes, I know I got the one. You only get the one with that, but at the same time, you couldn't style unlock it across other characters after you got that one on that one character. So at least this kind of goes around that and fixes that to where you can go ahead and having to cross all your different characters. So for me, that wasn't too bad. And on the marketplace, it was cheaper than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be at least maybe twice that price, easily twice that price. So it was actually pretty surprising to see that that's all it went for. So it wasn't too bad of a deal. Now, if you have another week or so and it's not on discount, then yeah, maybe it's gonna be pretty expensive. So maybe it's not a bad time to get it if you wanted to get it before. All right, all right. Let me see if there are anyone else over here, because if not, I think I'll drop down at Phaser 2. We got Queen Bloodrose over here. Alright, alright. And then we have Scott Summers over here. And then I think after I look at him, I think I'll drop down another phase or two. If I can find his name here, shouldn't be too hard. He's got a very long name. Old Constantine. Well, no, we saw that in one of the movies. I don't know. Maybe he's not over here anymore. He dipped away, maybe. Because I don't even see him over here. Okay, that's fine. I'll dip down one more phase. Phase 3. So we have, looks like somebody by the name of Mups is over here. So I like the hair with the beard. I kind of wish they were the same like material on them, but to kind of have a little cohesive like togetherness with it. But it's not bad. It's not terrible. A very weird character, but sometimes weird is okay. And then we have PPZ over here. And again, he comes out swinging with a really good style. And with the mutant skin, I think the belt and the legs go really well together. And then, of course, just because the belt has chains, it also really makes the hands work well with the style. So that's not bad, and I like I like how he used the void with the aura. I think that has a really nice look with it. As long as you do it tastefully, it's pretty good. And yeah, I think that's pretty good. And then we have Merrick Koth over here. So he's using the black Shadowbender chroma. Not bad. Very nice. Let me see who else we have here. We have Saint Stranger. So it looks like they kind of have like a Christmas thing going on here. Not bad. Not bad at all. I like the little ice accents on the hands. Not bad. Alright, and then we have Carenza. Yeah, there we go. Looks like they have their Green Lantern style going on there, but it looks like a Green Lantern Larfleeze, or maybe, you know, like somebody from his race or whatnot. His same species. Alright. And then we have Beast Boy over here. So it looks like a Beast Boy character. Just, I guess this is like modeled after like maybe the show, like the live action show. Because I know in like the other ones, he's kind of got like a green tinge to his skin. You know, kind of letting you know he's like Beast Boy. Maybe not in this instance. Very nice. Alright, alright. I think... Oh, well, look at Sub-Zero here. We don't want to miss him. There we go. Very nice. He's got his ice hands going on there with the frozen respirator. Very nice. Alright, and then we got Stealth that's right underneath us. Trying to be stealth. We'll take a look. So this is not bad. I actually like this. You've got like the like the snowed in Batman. You know, the version that they made for this head style. So very nice. I kind of like that. I think that's well done. I like the gold on the belt. I think that's quite tasteful. So yeah, not bad. I think the little red accent on the goggles is like really good. Then we have Master Mysterio. Alright. Not bad. Not bad at all. Maybe like the chest and legs need a material, but overall I kind of like the mechanical feel of it. The headpiece isn't bad. I feel like it kind of shows like, I think you're probably better off with like the blue smoke material, because this still shows a little bit of the depth of the mask and kind of shows details. If you can have something that doesn't show, that's probably better. And then we have the Black Vulcan, which is a very old character. Not bad. Alright. And I think I'm going to go ahead and see if there's one more phase. Yes, we do. Alrighty, so it looks like there's no one here, so I'm going to swap back to phase 1. If we got some newcomers there, I'll check them out, and then if not, I'll go do some Black Hand. Because I know some people still need that counter, and I don't mind doing it like 2 times. You know, if people need their bounties, there you go. So we have Ultra E3 over here, Ultraman E3. So I like this Santa look. I kind of have my own Battle Santa style, but I think I will drop that in a video. But I think everybody will see that soon enough. Alright. Let's see, is there anyone else? We got Black Adam over here. Very interested. Let's see how well they did. I don't know. It doesn't look like Black Adam, but I mean, it's not terrible. Maybe maybe like a different material or something, and it might look really good. You could tell they maybe use some on like the heads or hands, but I don't know. We got Flacca over here again. Looks like a vampire-ish sort of style. Maybe like a super speed vampire. You know, because he's got all the energy around his feet. Alright. We got Swamp Beast over here. So I at least like the beard on there. I think that's kind of cool with like the skull head style. I think the hands work really well with like a swamp thing character. All right. Let's see. Is there anyone else I have not seen? We have Vamp over here. So it looks like they're using the one of the new or one of the chromas from last year, I believe, the sparkling chroma from Extra Life. Let's see. And then we got Superman there across the way. Let's take a quick look at him. I don't know if we've seen this before or not, but we'll just take a look. So he's all the way over there. So he should be down on the bottom here more. Looks like I might have went too far. There we go. So it's not bad. I don't know if the white goes with like you have like a orange and red like color scheme, and then we have white that's kind of like out of nowhere. I'm not sure about that though. And then we have Naya over there. There we go. Kind of looks like an operative style. I mean, it's not bad. Alright. And then I think that's about it. Oh, PPZ. It looks like he's got his own. Looks like he's got his own Mysterio style. I mean, I think the head style's a little better. I think it's not bad. I think the head style's a little better, but I still think you see the details with that there. But it's not terrible. It's not. If you really don't look for it, I don't think you can really see it too bad. Alrighty. Okie doke. We have Holly Constantine over here. Looks to see, it seems to be like a very like casual style for the character. Very casual. Alright. And then we have Steven Rogers. I think I've seen him before in this. Let's look at creator. The name sticks out there. This isn't bad. I kind of like this. Yeah, this isn't bad. I kind of like the brightness of like the accessory with like the little not halo, but like the wreath on his head. You see like the little accents of like the feet and the pouch on the side. That's not terrible. Steve Rogers again. I know I got sidetracked there, but when I see the name, I'm like, okay, you know, like how much does it, you know, how much do they live up to the name? So you got. So it looks like he has like the Captain America chest, and he's like he add like the Reborn shoulder style to kind of get like the star on the chest style. I mean, it's not a bad idea. And maybe this is kind of like a mechanism to like hold his shield, sort of a thing. But not too bad. He's kind of going for like the bulky uniform look. Alright. Well, I'm going to go ahead and hunt some Black Hand. I'm going to use my little shortcut of my base over here. Hey, what's up, Superman? How's it going? Welcome, Red Knight. Gonna go ahead and take out some Black Hand. Since we still got a bit of time to spare, I'll see if I can't, let me see if we can't do the weeklies at least. We'll do like, maybe we'll do like each of the weeklies in the new open world, or the current open world. There we go. That Doom Metropolis was throwing me off. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, why is that down there? Alright. Atrocitus, Sinestro, and then Indigo 1. I use this as a quick get through to get to Black Hand since this is like right next to it. So I use that teleporter. Oh, looks like they're already starting. I mean, he's already pretty much done over here. We'll just redo it again for those that still need it. The new orbital looks really good. That subjugator orbital, that looks like it's going to be really good. I'm going to jump over to the Leshy over here. We'll start with him. Hopefully he's not getting already like burnt down, so at least if people need to get it, they can. Is he? No, he's not. That's fine. That's good. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, his cone of damage actually goes outside of what it should be. I've noticed that. Oh, looks like I need to get my generator up for my supply drop. Must have just expired. Are my hand mod out? No, it's still working. It's just that I think it's because sometimes if your movement's on, he does like a grounding move, and that can knock you out of your channel. Yeah, I was in movement mode. See, I hate those knockbacks because they cost you power when you break out. So it's like, so even if you have a build that's like power hungry or something, That's just going to cost you more because you're spending power just to break out. That's why sometimes, like, if you don't have power, you can't break out of things. So, I mean, this build isn't terrible on power, but if you're breaking out constantly, yeah, it's going to be bad. And I also clip a lot, so, you know. Somebody's trying to pull all those ads in. Like, that's a big mistake. They do a lot of damage. No reason to be doing that. No reason to be pulling all the ads in. That's like a death sentence. You don't want to be doing that. It's like, no, you should not be pulling all the spores in. You should not be doing that. That's a good way to, like, one-shot your character. But they're, you know, they're using what they think is a good iconic power, and it is to a certain degree, but not for this. You see, what is aggressive heat vision? Oh, you talk about the new, the lava? Yeah. Yeah, Black Hand doesn't have a lot of health. He doesn't have a lot of health at all. So if I... So you got the evacuation. Shouldn't he be over here, I think? No, probably not. Okay. I think I went too far. There we go. So it's right here, so he should be right here. There we go. A lot of these bounties are actually easier if you don't have a ton of people here. Because a lot of these things, a lot of these problems compound when you have multiple people. And like, multiple damage things are stacking. So when people are like, oh, was it that hard to solo it? No, not really, because, you know, you're not having things being multiplied like those red circles. I mean, that red circle, I mean, that's pretty much what it is, but if you have multiple people, like, standing on black hand and they don't move away, then that's going to one-shot you. Like, you can't do anything about it except, like, get out of there. Like, you could do it by yourself and survive pretty well. He'll do a pull that's like a fake pull, and you'll think that he's going to do the red circles, and he doesn't. So I don't actually do it until I see it. Because I usually don't have, like, problems seeing the animation. Like that. The rats are hungry today. Alright, nice. And then just the, I guess the evacuation mission, huh? I think that's the only thing we have to do. Green Lanterns are preparing for the evacuation. So no, it's not up because you'd be able to turn the cog. Let me see if there's another phase. Alright, they're already interacting with that, so they just started. Alright. The only thing that could make this passive better would be if it had like a juggling effect to it. That'd be kind of cool. If they had a juggling effect, that'd be kind of cool. Added to that. Now, if only they ranked and scaled the henchmen the same as they're going to do the orbitals, maybe that'd make some of the old henchmen viable again. Because it's like, I've got the Mr. Freeze thing going on here, but, you know, I also have the henchmen from survival mode that'd be kind of cool to use. But they're just not as strong. Just instantly one-shotting these ads. I think I'll go to the second wall. Yeah. Let's try to get some of these big boy ads. Get back here. Yeah, he's gonna burn down fast. Holy cow, they're all just getting overrun over here. I mean, these ads don't even have that much health. Oh, crap. Center wall broke, and then this one broke. Oh well. Maybe better luck next time. Nothing they put out can really kill me. It's just they just got their health. Alright. Okie doke. Well, there we go. Well, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. I appreciate you all for hanging out with me this day on this Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend as we go into the new week. And in 2 days' time, we should have our 4th patrol and final patrol of the year. So that means that you should be able to claim your goodies from the campaign. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you should be able to choose any one of these 5 items from the campaign, and then you'll also get the campaign emblem as well, which is just basically this like this image right here. That's basically the emblem for the campaign. So there you go. I appreciate you all for hanging out, and I will see you all in the next one. Laters.